camera.
Oh, a movie camera.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was just a plain camera.
No, it's a movie camera. Don't take below the waist. I'm a little heavy right now. I'll kill you.
Let me see that.
You look very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see, Mom.
Oh, that looks very good with that.
Yeah, right away.
I think you gave it to me at that.
Are you taking my voice too?
Come in here.
Wait a minute.
Oh, my God, I have these same ones. No, but this one I have has every other one.
Tell me when I'm on.
You're on.
You've been on.
Okay. I just want to say hello and welcome, and it's the Thanksgiving weekend with the Silverman.
And it's 1990.
And it is 1990.
And it's November the 21st.
November the 21st.
And 1990.
And we have Sallye and Mollie and Greta and everybody else here in Palm Springs.
Everybody but Kenny.
And
he was here, but he left. No, but
he
he
was
came down.
here. He did leave. He was going to New York tomorrow. Schmuck.
No matter what you say in there, you won't know.
Anyway, so we're here for Thanksgiving, and here's glamorous Mollie, and
Look how good Greta looks. Greta looks great. Everybody looks nice.
and Greta in a shade of black and cream, double-breasted blazer with cream buttons,
And the red hair. Your hair is
red
really
hair, in a hell of a Chanel purse and pumps.
I think that my hair is good color. I love my hair.
Yeah, like
I do.
It's too bad. You're just jealous.
I could make mine that color. I'm just as gray as you are.
You couldn't make it my color. You couldn't have hair like mine. Your hair's not like mine.
Yes, I could have hair like yours, but I'm an idiot that didn't know how to cut
Hair
hair.
like mine in your life from the day you were born.
What you're supposed to do with this, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to cut it off as you can from one to the other. Didn't anybody ever tell you that?
no.
Now, and if you want to go that way. Oh yeah, black.
The whole family.
No.
Now my hair was light.
My grandfather, my father's father who died.
You're not
Well,
holding
yeah.
your...
No, I used to.
Oh, Richard.
One earring?
20 years ago I had it.
That's when he was a
It
hippie.
doesn't go all the way through.
It will.
No, it won't.
No,
I tried it.
No.
What do you want to give me? A diamond? Which one?
Which one?
And believe me, trust me.
If you want to
it
make
doesn't
Mine
go
has had one for 45 years she didn't use.
It
And you know who put it in? Me. I remember when I put the
Are you
earrings
taking this
in
thing
your
that's
ear?
family squabble here? Your mother's discussing my ear. I'm telling you, it's not going to go all the way through. It wouldn't. I've tried it. It
No,
doesn't
it
go all the way
doesn't.
through.
Because it's closed up feeling. It's got a lump in
It's got
there.
a lump.
My ears
It
were
won't
pierced when
What are you
I
going to
had
give
a
me?
lump
If you give me a big diamond, I'll put it back through.
No, that won't go through because it's got a
No,
lump.
one.
What year is this if you gaze pierce on?
This year.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. This is a good one.
Oh, you're all right? Your mother did?
Yeah.
Of
It was like
course.
1970.
Well, why don't you go to a plastic surgeon and just get it abraded?
Because not everybody comments about my hair.
Well, they all know about it, but they don't comment about
Doesn't
it.
matter.
Let's get Larry out of the sack.
So,
Larry.
anyway, so this is
Sleeping.
Greta Silverman, and she's going to give me a big diamond for my ear, right?
Sure, after I get mine.
I'm sure you better see.
Oh.
Thank you, such a schmuck. Here comes Jerry Silverman, and he's borrowing one of my sweaters.
Yeah, okay.
He's in one of my sweaters because he didn't bring any.
Look on me. Everybody ready? Yeah, we're ready.
ready.
Well, that's good. Got you kicking
By plane? An hour and
Mom, look at me then.
pick up an invitation that he
What did you say?
This is a great weekend. The weather's nice, the company's nice, the food is good. I mean, what else could you ask for?
That's right.
You missed me getting this leaf out of the tree. Whenever Larry sees me go with the clippers, he throws you. Watch out.
Dad, it's behind you, Dad. On the table, underneath the little... All right. Let's see what you're doing.
This is my Thanksgiving special.
All right.
You know, I'll say like your mother said, when she was on her honeymoon, she wrote me a letter and she said, Mother, she said, rich or poor, it's good to have money.
That's right.
She said. And so I was scared to death. She flew, but I was scared to death. I couldn't wait. I waited to get home, because it only takes about 45 minutes, and I waited so that I shouldn't have to wait too long at home without hearing from her. And by the time I got home, she called.
Where was she at?
Norfolk.
And that's not that far away from D.C.
No, it's only about 45 minutes by plane. So,
You know how long ago that's been?
How long ago?
Your mother's been married, what, 43 years?
43 years, Grandma. So it must have been 50 years ago. No.
Well, not quite.
Probably 45, 46 years.
46, 47 years ago. And, well, you know, Dad, well, it's been, well, Daddy and Mother married, what, 42 years?
Yeah, it'll be 43 next year.
Yeah, in March it'll be 43. And she was, before they were married. So she must have been about 19 at that time. But then when she met Daddy one night, they had gone out. They went to the showroom, I think. And you know, your father knows everybody there. So they knew the musicians. And the musicians were leaving the showroom that night to go to New York. And Greta, here's in evening clothes. And Daddy, I don't know how he was dressed, but they dared him to go with them, and they went to New York at midnight.
They did?
Yeah, and when I got up during the night and walked through the room and didn't see Greta in bed, I almost died. I said, where in the world could she be? But they had gone to New York.
She didn't call and tell you
They
she was...
called me around 6 o'clock to tell me that they were in New York. And they came home that day because there was a football game your father wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the first time she was ever out of town. But after they got married, you know, they stayed at the Versailles in Florida, one of the swankiest hotels then. And she wrote me a letter, you know, after the wedding and all, and she says to me, you know, Mother, she says, rich or poor, it's good to have money.
But what Greta didn't, what you didn't tell Johnny was that in the middle of the night, I had gotten up to go to the bathroom. And when I went back, I got into Greta's bed, and that's why you didn't know she was not there.
Oh, that's right. That's what she did. She covered it up so I wouldn't know.
Oh.
Because I thought she wasn't home.
Oh,
somebody was sleeping in the bed.
So
that's
I said,
right, I remember that.
So what I said was, well, I had gotten up to go to the bathroom and got back in the wrong bed, but that was not true because I saw your mother wasn't home. And I knew grandmother would get upset.
Oh, my God, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and she's not in bed.
She wasn't married yet?
No, they were still going together.
So
I don't think they were even engaged.
No. So when I got up and I saw nobody was there, I got in the bed, and grandmother never knew the difference.
Oh, that's
Because
funny.
I would have been very upset.
Certainly would have. Oh, shoot.
Oh, so you didn't know she wasn't there?
No, grandmother didn't know it.
So when they called you at 6 and said you were in New York, you said, wait a minute, aren't you in bed?
I thought I had gone to the bedroom. Well, and I looked in, that's right.
She looked
I looked in and the bed was now I remember.
There was somebody in the bed. It was me.
But around 6 o'clock, 6 or 6:30, they called me from New York.
But she didn't know that she wasn't there in the first place.
I didn't know it. I tell you, mothers go through an awful lot of things, Johnny.
I could
It's all
imagine.
worth it, Mother.
Huh?
It's all worth it.
Oh, it was worth it. This time it really was worth it.
Worked out very nicely. Yes. After
That's
40
right.
years. After
Really?
43 years, it's okay.
That's right. It's a long time.
I just wish I had a few more children, that's all.
So do I.
You know, in my day, you know, years ago, people didn't know. They had children. As many as they came along, you had children. But when Leonard was born, and then when he was 3 years old, I decided I wanted another child. Because I believed in having children. My in-laws, all the girls, they only had 2 children, 1 and 2 children, and that was all they wanted.
Well, Grandpa had 7 sisters, right?
6 sisters.
6 sisters, and Grandpa, right?
He had 6 sisters and 3 boys.
There was 9 people in his family.
Oh, yeah, they had a very big family.
So they believed in having a lot of people.
Huh?
They believed in having a lot of children.
Well, I tell you, it was a time when the parents were living in Europe. They didn't know any better. I mean, they just had children. But after I had Greta, I still wanted another child. But it took me almost 7 years before Sallye was born. I just couldn't get pregnant.
So you were trying, though. You were trying.
Because if there wasn't 7 years difference between Greta and Sallye, I would have had another one in between.
I would have had another aunt or uncle.
Yeah, because I like a family. I don't like these 1 and 2 children that are born.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
That's why I was glad Mother had 3 children too, but I had hoped she would have a girl. But she says, I'm not filling up a house full of boys just to get 1 girl.
Right.
That's what she told me.
That's funny.
Oh, listen, thank God for everything.
I'm glad you're out here, Grandma.
Yeah, I am too. It's a little bit hard, but I enjoy it immensely. Especially to be with everybody. I've been, in the past year, Mother's been busy. With her own things, with her little grandchildren, and they're precious. You ought to see Susan had the little one up there, up at the Bebb's house the other night, and she dresses her like a fashion plate. You know, they're built so nice, those kids. But that little monkey don't come near me.
She doesn't come near.
She shy. If I go over there, but Julie, she's wonderful. That Julie, whenever she sees me coming, she runs over and helps me sit down. She helps me get up.
She's
really wonderful, that little Julie. And they're both pretty as pictures. And of course, Susan is so lovely. We're very lucky. She's such a lovely girl, too.
Yeah. No, I always keep these videos and stuff. It's pretty warm today, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's delightful sitting here in the sun. And it's really warm, too. How about when you went in the water last night? Wasn't it cold?
Whoops.
Oh, be careful. It'll hurt your foot.
Tripped.
Right.
Ellie's doing an arrangement too, I believe.
I've never heard of another one.
Jake, isn't that a pretty thing? When you go and will you make up my bedroom for me? I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, well.
Will you come with me now and get my car washed? Because I don't want to stand there alone talking to myself.
Aren't you good company?
Yeah, but I'd love to get car washed with you. Why don't you come with me?
Grant washing.
This video camera.
Trash can.
But anyway, the traffic is
out front.
Lost an hour, at least an hour.
All the way from there into... Why not get you just a big bag?
It stopped about where the 15 junction.
Well, I'll double it, all right? This is good timing for me to get you on this.
Oh, wonderful.
What are you doing? Look how that... You look real slim, Mom. Richard, I thought you were making me a sandwich. Oh, okay, you're right.
Very great. Jason just turned 30.
How's he doing?
Pardon?
How's Leonard?
He didn't talk to us. He's all right.
Is he
Hey,
still
Joseph.
married?
Yeah, he's married. He lives with the arrow. We talk to him every once in a while.
Smile for the camera.
When is Jason coming out?
Everybody's going to see this at home, you know,
What is that?
because they're taking this home to D.C. To Jimmy and Susan and...
Hi, Jimmy. Hi,
We're
Susan.
going to Las Vegas for a couple of days.
I heard Larry talking about it.
Please. We love to go to Las Vegas.
And Richard,
Las Vegas.
Sure.
with the palm trees, those silver palm trees in the airport.
Yeah. That's a great looking. Yeah.
Like they're made out of steel.
Aluminum. Oh, they're wonderful.
You want to keep inside?
Hey, Grandma, I got to ask you some more questions.
Can see if I can answer them.
Been loud enough.
Okay, first I got to think of something.
Huh?
What order do you like the best?
Well, which one do you like better, your mother or your father?
My mother. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I forgot this was being
You better
filmed.
love your father.
I love my father the same. Because she didn't think I was going to... No, she didn't think I was going to answer that, did you?
No, I didn't know.
Okay, so which one do you like better?
What I should ask you is, which finger do you like better on your hand?
This one.
Because, you know, when one hurts, it's the same as the other.
I never knew that.
Love all your children. Especially, I love all my children. Not only
Let me
my...
see how far you have to step down. That's not too bad. That is what I couldn't
But now take the next step, Richard.
Have you been in there, Greta?
Mom, watch the next step. Go ahead, go ahead.
I saw that. I know that's deep. Is it that deep?
That's how deep it is, not the way he's standing.
No.
I think it's too deep.
So, Grandma, what did Leonard have to say?
Leonard was going over to Susan. You know, he's been trying to call Susan all day long.
Oh, no, it's out of order.
And the phone's been out of order.
Been out of order since yesterday.
Yeah, you knew it?
I found out this morning. What's the matter, Richard? You
Push it with your palm.
with your palm. But it's Palm Springs.
No, this is Rancho Mirage.
Well,
All right, I'll do it for you, Richard.
He's never seen so many people in his life. People just couldn't come in.
no, that's what the Shirley told me when I called yesterday or whatever. She says you just can't believe the people.
In the first place, it's so small.
America.
Oh, gracious. What state is hell? I don't know.
Push it again.
Oh, Richard, you're a pain.
What's the matter?
Push it with your palm again.
Oh, look how it's working.
Push it with your palm again.
God.
And now it's working.
Then
What's he pushing?
he's trying to turn it off.
How old were you when you came to
I'm
America?
4 years old.
You were 4, and how many years ago was that?
Since 1905.
No, 1906. You were born in 1901. You came to America in 1901.
4 years old.
1905, I
Well,
guess.
I came here in 1905.
And what was your last name? Your parents' last name was?
Alloy.
Okay, right.
Right.
I mean, that was their name in Europe as well? Or did they make it up along the boat?
His name, A-double-L-O-Y. Only in Europe they spelled it A-L-O-Y.
One L?
One L. And when we came to America, you know, there is a word alloy. That's
A metal. A metal, yeah.
The metal. And so when we came here, they changed the spelling of it. That's how they spelled it.
So you came to America, and then what did you do when you were 4? What kind of work did you do here?
What did I do? I ate and I slept. Oh, there was nothing much to do. Times were tough then.
It was?
You didn't know when you were 4 years old whether it was tough or not.
She can remember.
Not when she was 4, she wouldn't know.
No, I wouldn't remember when I was 4.
Now, wouldn't you
By
remember?
the time I got 8 or 9, you know,
Well, then you
we
know.
knew that.
Did you remember the Titanic?
She was on it.
No, I was never on the Titanic.
I know.
Now, do you remember when it went
I
down?
remember when, yes.
What
because
year was that?
1912.
In 1912, yes, right. So I was 11 years old. I remember the reports of it. I still remember.
And the Hindenburg, you remember?
I remember that.
I don't remember.
Did Shelley Winters sing, "There's got to be a morning after"?
No, she wasn't on that boat.
That
She
was
was.
beside
She
you.
made the thing sing.
She,
Okay, so how old are you when you got married, Grandma?
22, I think. Wasn't it? Yeah, I was 22.
And you were born and you were married in 1923
I was married in 1922.
on the 27th
of May.
of May.
Yeah, 27th of May, 1923. You could tell by the inside of my ring.
Yeah.
Oh, she cleaned your ring, didn't they?
Yeah, he cleaned my ring for me. It's pretty. Especially in the sunlight.
Let's say something interesting that Grandma can tell us about.
I don't know.
About the
There's
war.
so many things, but you know,
Ask about her son.
How's your son?
She like him better than they like her daughter?
Do you like your son better than you like your daughters?
Yes.
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, Ma.
Why should I like my son
Because
better?
you always did.
I always had more trouble out of him.
Well, that's what you like the one you have the
Okay,
most
Alice,
trouble
who's
from.
the
That's why I like you so much.
who's the easiest child? Who was the easiest child
He
at
was easy to raise.
Greta.
right here?
I was very easy to raise.
Okay.
Sally wasn't easy to raise.
Why wasn't Sally easy to raise?
Well, she was, because she had a mind of her own.
And I didn't. I was just an empty head.
Mom was just brain dead.
You weren't dead, but you accepted everything that I said.
I still do.
If I bought Greta a dress, she liked it. If she didn't like it, I didn't know it. She just accepted it. And she had beautiful black hair.
Uh-huh. You see, I told you. What did I tell you?
Who was the prettiest child?
Oh, you can't say on the camera. I was, but she won't say so.
No, I don't know.
They
There were no beauties. I mean, no American beauties. But what do I expect? I'm not an American beauty. Daddy was a nice-looking man.
Uh-huh.
But Greta looks more like Daddy than Sally does. And of course, what made me happy is when she married your father.
Oh, he was so rich at the time.
He was a very good man, and he still is. I love him dearly.
Cry. On cue.
The cry for the camera. Come on.
Go, Mama.
Come on, I'll do a close-up. All right, there we go.
Oh, my coccyx bone.
Oh, poor Mom's coccyx bone hurts.
So very.
So, but
So now here we are in Palm Ringo Mirage with the fruit trees.
And another thing I'll tell you, which is very funny, when Greta and Jerry got married, I got a letter from her. Greta had never been to many places. She didn't have time. And poor, it's good to have money. I'll never forget that. And I agree with her, because she was having a good time.
you were staying at the Versailles Hotel, Mom, right?
Yeah. Really wasn't a
With Rena and Sydney. Now, you met...
No, they were at another hotel, and we met them in a bar.
down in Florida.
Well, I knew her.
You knew Rena?
To Leonard, yeah, 'cause
Oh, I
Rena's
didn't-
older than I am.
Oh, I didn't know.
Everybody's older than I am. Even my sister, who's 7 is older than I am.
That's what?
Even my sister, who's 7 years younger than I am, is older than I am. And then they moved to our hotel. Rena and Sydney.
Did you like Sydney right
That
away?
marriage didn't last too long. It was 24 years.
Did you like Sydney right away?
Yeah. Still do.
You're talking about Sydney?
Mm-hmm.
That's when Greta met her. You met him down there on your honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
You knew Rena, though, didn't you?